In a quaint village nestled amongst rolling hills, there was an antique store named The Past's Reflection. Owned by the elderly Mr. Ambrose, the store was a haven for artifacts, each with a story to tell. But amongst all these relics, one stood out, a grand, ornate mirror, its frame carved with intricate patterns of interlocking vines and roses. Rumor had it that the mirror, dubbed the Veil, was an heirloom from the enigmatic Leclerc family, known for their deep connection to the arcane and otherworldly. The Leclercs believed the mirror wasn't just a reflective surface, but a portal, a thin veil between parallel worlds. Alice, a young journalist with an insatiable curiosity, had recently moved to the village. Intrigued by the lore surrounding the mirror, she decided to pen an article about it. She sought permission from Mr. Ambrose to spend a night in the store, hoping to debunk the myths surrounding the Veil. That evening, with her notebook and pen at the ready, Alice settled into the dimly lit store. Hours ticked by, and apart from the occasional creak of the wooden floor or the soft sigh of the wind, all was quiet. But as midnight approached, something shifted. Alice, gazing into the Veil, no longer saw her reflection. Instead, she saw a bustling version of the Past's Reflection, brightly lit with customers perusing the items. In this mirrored world, Mr. Ambrose appeared younger, his back straight and eyes sharp. Entranced, Alice reached out to touch the mirror and felt a cold, pulling sensation. Suddenly, she found herself on the other side. The atmosphere was lively, the items in the shop slightly different, more opulent, and the people, unaware of Alice's sudden appearance, continued their shopping. Panicking, Alice searched for the mirror that brought her here, hoping to return. But the Veil, in this world, was no longer in its spot. Desperate, she approached the younger Mr. Ambrose, who, to her surprise, recognized her. "Ah, Alice, always crossing realms uninvited," he chuckled. Confused and anxious, Alice pleaded with him to help her return. Mr. Ambrose, with a sigh, explained that the mirror moved locations in this world, aligning with different spots depending on the lunar cycle. To return, Alice would need to find the Veil before dawn. With Ambrose's guidance, Alice embarked on a journey through the village, which, though familiar, held stark differences. Buildings were grander, streets more labyrinthine, and the villagers, while resembling her neighbors, had an ethereal quality to them. After what felt like hours, Alice stumbled upon the Veil in a grand ballroom, the mirror reflecting a party in full swing. Hesitant, but desperate, she stepped through, praying it would take her home. She emerged back in the Past's Reflection, the quiet store a stark contrast to the vibrant ballroom she had just left. Overwhelmed and grateful, Alice locked up the shop and left a note of thanks for Mr. Ambrose. The next morning, Alice's article was the talk of the village. While many dismissed it as a work of fiction, those with a keen eye noticed the subtle changes in her. The once skeptic now had a faraway look, an understanding of the world's mysteries that transcended the ordinary. As for the Past's Reflection, business boomed. The Veil became a revered artifact, a testament to the thin barriers between worlds. And in the quiet moments, when the wind whispered secrets and the moon cast its silvery glow, one could almost hear the faint laughter and music from another realm, reminding everyone of the magic that lay just beyond the Veil. As days turned into weeks, Alice found herself strangely drawn back to the Past's Reflection. Every corner of her modest home seemed to echo the grandeur of the alternate realm she had encountered. The very air in the village felt thicker, as if imbued with the weight of the secrets she carried. One afternoon, a mysterious envelope arrived at Alice's doorstep. The seal bore the Leclerc family crest, and the letter inside was penned in elegant cursive. It was an invitation from Madeleine Leclerc, the last living member of the enigmatic family to attend a private gathering at the LeClaire mansion. Curiosity piqued, Alice donned her best attire and arrived at the imposing gates of the mansion. The building was a relic, its stones bearing the weight of generations, its windows reflecting the knowledge of ages past. Inside, she was led to a grand ballroom, eerily similar to the one from the mirrored world. At the center stood Madeline LeClaire, an ethereal beauty with raven black hair and piercing blue eyes that seemed to see right through Alice. "Ah, the wanderer between worlds," Madeline greeted. "Your recent escapade has not gone unnoticed." Alice swallowed, sensing the gravity of the situation. "I meant no harm," she replied. "It was mere curiosity." Madeline's smile was enigmatic. "Curiosity is a powerful force, one that has driven many LeClaires to the brink. Our family has long been custodians of the veil, ensuring that the balance between realms remains undisturbed." She continued, "While your venture was innocent, every crossing weakens the boundaries, and there are entities far less benign than you that seek entry into our world." Chilled by the implications, Alice realized her escapade might have consequences far graver than she had imagined. Madeline, seeing Alice's distress, softened. "Fear not, child. You are not the first, nor will you be the last, to be ensnared by the veil's allure. But we must act swiftly to strengthen the boundaries you inadvertently weakened." The two women, one a seasoned guardian of secrets, the other a novice in the realm of the arcane, embarked on a mission to restore balance. Madeline, with her vast knowledge, guided Alice through rituals and incantations, harnessing energies from the very fabric of the universe. During this time, a bond formed between them. Alice learned of the sacrifices the LeClaire family had made over the centuries, while Madeline saw in Alice a potential successor, someone to carry on the legacy. However, their endeavors drew attention. Shadowy figures began to appear at the periphery of the village, their intentions clearly malevolent. These were the entities Madeline had warned of, drawn by the weakened boundaries and seeking entry. The climax of their efforts came on a moonless night. The two women, standing before the veil, chanted incantations that echoed through time. The ground trembled, winds howled, and for a moment, the very fabric of reality seemed to waver. But as dawn broke, a serene silence enveloped the village. The shadowy figures had vanished. In the veil, once a portal, was now just a mirror, its allure contained. Grateful and humbled, Alice decided to remain in the village, dedicating her life to understanding and preserving the mysteries she had once sought to expose. With Madeline as her mentor, she became a guardian of secrets, ensuring that the veil between mirrors remained undisturbed. Years later, as Madeline's time in this realm neared its end, she entrusted the LeClaire legacy to Alice. The past's reflection, now under Alice's care, became a sanctuary, a place where the curious could seek knowledge, but always with respect for the boundaries that must never be crossed. And thus the tale of Alice, the wanderer turned guardian, became another legend in the tapestry of the village's rich history, a testament to the power of curiosity, responsibility, and the ever-present magic that exists just beyond the veil.